One type of problem I want to look at involves finding the mean and standard deviation of a distribution that's given to you like this. Consider this distribution where you play a game and you can win $1, $2, or $3 or no money. 40% of the time you win no money, 30% of the time you win $3, 20% of the time here, 10% of the time here. I could verify that these numbers right here need to add up to 1, and in fact they do. So my questions for you are, what are the mean, the standard deviation, and the variance of this data set? Now, I can do this quickly on my calculator, and so I'll show you that, but it's important to know how to do the work as well. So I'm going to put these numbers in L1 and L2. So in L1, I would encourage you to do the same, perhaps pausing the video and verifying that you can do this on your own. This is really a one variable statistic, so I can press stat calc 1var stats, where my list is in L1 and my frequency is in L2. And there are going to be my answers. So the mean is 1.3, the standard deviation is 1.268857754, and the variance is the square of that number. But I want to see if we can do this by showing the work as well. So to find the mean, the work looks like this. It's 0 times 0.4 plus 1 times 0.2 plus 2 times 0.1 plus 3 times 0.3. You wouldn't necessarily have to show the work here, but of course this is 0, this is 0.2, this is 0.2, and this is 0.9. If I add those things together, I get 1.3, just like we knew we were going to get. Now to find the variance, which is what I'll find next, I'm going to take each of the numbers in X and subtract 1.3, the mean that we just found, square it, and multiply it by its probability of it happening. Each number minus 1.3 squared times its probability of happening. Now this is going to be a little easier for me to do on my calculator, so I'll show you the work there. I could, of course, work it out the long way by figuring that out, but it'll be a little more expedient to go to L3, and I'm going to make L3 each number minus the mean squared times its probability of happening. And I'm going to add up that L3. That number right there, 1.61, is the variance. So my variance is 1.61. My standard deviation then will be the square root of 1.61. 1.268857754, and that, of course, is that number right there. You can round it off and write 1.27. So there's one type of problem that you should know in this chapter.